Hello everyone! Yan! Nangarap ka bang mag-abroad? At nangangarap ka pa rin ba hanggang ngayon? Yan! Samahan niyo ako dito sa video na ito kasi isi-share ko sa inyo kung paano ko sinulusyonan ang pangarap ko na mag-abroad. Yan! By the way, I'm Christian. I'm one of the nurses here in the workforce of Australia. And please, come and join me guys. Yan! So, apparently, I will divide this video kasi sobrang haba into 3 phases. So, phase 1 will be the introduction kung paano kami nagsimula, ano ang ginawa namin, planning namin, etc. Second will be the intervention part, which is technically kung paano namin in-execute yung plan namin. And third will be the evaluation part, kung kamusta na kami, ano ba yung naging outcome ng mga sacrifices namin, at iba pa. So, yan. So, samahan niyo ako para makita kung ano ang phase 1. So yan guys, just like what I said, I'll do this one into 3 phases. So this will be the phase 1, which is the planning stage, which technically started way back 2017 nung nagbakasyon yung friend namin from Australia. Nagkaroon kami ng mini gathering, then nagkaroon kami ng exchange of stories, then na-motivate kami, na-inspire kami kung paano yung pamumuhay nila sa Australia. And we learned about it's not only about US, Middle East, but there's Australia and New Zealand as well. So there's a lot of options as well if you want to go abroad, but technically we opted to go to Australia. Kahit na wala kaming kamag-anak doon. Yan. So after noon, nag-plan kami ni Mrs. Pareho kami nag-exam ng PTE. But unfortunately, yung ka-Berks nyo, si Kabeshi, bagsak. Yan. Kulang ako ng 1 point para pumasa. So yung Mrs. ko pinag-try ko, pumasa siya. So sabi ko, alright, you will be the one who gonna apply. So, yun. Nag-start kami ng process, nag-apply si Mrs. Then, while on the process, meron namang situation na buntis siya. So, thank God kasi we've been married since 2013 and nagkaroon siya ng miscarriage during the early years. Then, sabi namin, we'll just take our time since that we're young. Then, luckily, she got pregnant on the 2017, but it's a planned pregnancy anyway. And then, nanganak siya ng 2018. So, to cut it short, na-delay yung process namin from 2017 to 2018. She gave birth to Paolo on February. But, nag-gather na namin lahat ng mga paperworks namin and everything. Pero, meron pang isang problema. Yan! So, hindi lang yun yung naging problema namin. Actually, hindi siya problema. Pero, some mga obstacles lang para bumagal yung process. Pero, this is the main problem na nagkaroon kami ng problem with financial. Because, can you imagine guys, tuition fee is about 16,500 AUD. And that's times 40 in peso. And then at the same time, you need to consider the cost of living in Australia for at least 4 months. And then at the same time, your pocket money and your accommodation and etc. So it's not an easy money, but thank God we're managed to able to gather those kind of money with the help of our families, friends, and loved ones. So I will not name drop you guys, but believe me, until now, I'm still grateful. We are very grateful and we will not be here kung nasan man kami ngayon kung hindi dahil sa inyo. That's why, don't forget, we always remember you guys kahit saan man kami magpunta. So yan, thank you very much. Puso naman dyan. Thank you. So nung ready na yung nakapag-ready na si Mrs. So unfortunately kailangan niya kaming iwan kasi only her. Syempre malaki nga yung gastos. So hindi na kami sumama ni Paolo, and Paolo was just about 4 months old during that time. So she started bridging course in ACN in Australia and in New South Wales. Then she went down there, if I'm not mistaken, between May or June. Then she went home between end of November to December. And then after that, yung main problem naman namin ngayon after the graduation is wala siyang working rights. So we tried to apply while she went home in the Philippines. Then she tried to apply 186, 190, 189, and all the regional sponsorship and all those kinds of visa na makakapagbigay sa amin ng legality to stay and work in Australia. But unfortunately, during that time, the workforce for the nurses in Australia they have sufficient nurses during that time. That's why it's very hard to get sponsorship. So my wife decided na just come back to workforce in the Philippines. So nagtrabaho ulit siya sa Pilipinas while waiting and waiting and waiting. Then yung friend niya, thank you very much sa'yo. She's currently in New South Wales. Nakasama niya to sa study niya sa bridging course. And then afterwards, in-invite siya na, alright, and let's go. Kung gusto mo, bago ma-expire yung visa natin, punta tayo sa Australia ulit and then mag-apply tayo student visa. So at first, I was not very happy with that kasi may iwan na naman kami ni Paulo. But I just realized, and she made me realize na sayang naman yung paghihirap namin kung di namin gagawin at itatry. So, kulang na naman yung pera namin mga guys. So, kailangan ko na naman lumapit. So, nilapitan ko yung lahat ng pwede kong lapitan, mga kamag-anak. So, thank you very much again na tinulungan nyo kami. So, yun. So, nalikom namin yung magagastusin ni Anne for her journey na mag-apply ng student visa. So, she flew way back 2019 May. And then, they applied for student visa after a few weeks. Then, yun, nag-grant yung student visa and at the same time, kasama ako dun sa application. So, nasama ako. Then, I flight going to Sydney on the 19th of July 2019. Unfortunately, kailangan namin iwan yung baby ko kasi mahirap mag-student visa and work together kung meron kaming kasama na baby dahil hindi namin siya pwedeng iwan sa bahay at wala kaming kasama na mag-look after sa kanya. So we made a very big and hard decision in life to leave my 1 and 6 months old na baby in the care of my parents and in my in-laws. So tiwala kami na maalagaan nila ang baby namin dahil lumaki kaming very healthy and very okay. Pero yung moments na mahiwalay ka sa baby mo is quite different. But just like what I said, most of the OFWs are doing this one for the greaterness of their family and for the future of their family. So that's why I salute all of the OFWs in the world for those sacrifices that they made for the future of their family. So yun, to cut it short, nakapag-Australia kami ni Mrs. Nag-start yung journey namin ng student visa and na-execute namin yung dream part and at the same time yung planning part. So yes, mga beshi, next video ko naman i-upload ko yung implementation part naman. Kung na-student visa na kami and how we are able to go for student visa to 186 in less than a year. Actually, I will say it's less than 6 months that we stayed for student visa. Then I'll discuss to you what our experiences being a student visa here in Australia, the struggles, and what we encountered during that time. So, thank you very much for staying with me on this video, and I hope I'll see you soon on the next part of this video. Thank you. See ya. Bye.